love it. They don't 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 love it.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ballgame because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now, you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
There he goes, right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 59 yards rushing for him now, his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
After the sack, they come up on 3rd and goal from the 18. Off the play fake. Logan. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And in order to improve their ranking and play the kind of game that they want, they've got to continue to make plays like the one we just saw there. Because if you stop these teams a few times along the way, maybe some frustration kicks in. And all of a sudden, not only does your ranking improve, but your game performance does as well.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown, Chicago! DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Logan. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. These two teams all tied after 1. Now Fields going to move him around. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And Owen coughed it up, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
You remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Following the fumble recovery. Logan, this to Laporta. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
69 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards.
He's already
already got one touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Gibbs again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go.
Here's a give up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured out to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. To about the 26 here.
Marcus Jones on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Touchdown Bears! DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. He's got a man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hold as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. On play action, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Oh, nice move. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. On 1st and 10, Logan. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had him diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Fields. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. To throw is Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off play action. Logan. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career. And maybe more importantly, a first down. Operating from the gun. Logan. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. DK Metcalf, 71 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake, Logan. He's got this to Williams, complete. Down the right sideline, and in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 72 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fields going to change things up here. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Here we go, son.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this throw caught left side, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here we go.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Logan. And now here is another interception. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7.
11. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 44-yard line.
Off play action. Fields on the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Completes it to Dixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down. Logan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Logan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick.
Touchdown! Racey McMath, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
He's back to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
He's got his line back out of the backfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. He'll look to throw. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Flushed out right. This throw caught right around the 6. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. wins it. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
Here we go.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.